Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Big Z Sports Talk. Thank you so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. As always, it's your host, Big Z. Okay, guys, let's get right into the episode and talk about Week 7 of the CFL. Actually, before we get to Week 7, let's finish Week 6 because we didn't cover the last game of Week 6, and that was the Hamilton Tiger Cats at the Rough Riders. We were expecting a pretty good game going into it, and unfortunately, that's not what we got. The Rough Riders ended up winning 38-7. Holy shit. At halftime, it wasn't terrible. It was 11-7, but obviously the Rough Riders kicked the living shit out of the Tiger Cats in the second half. As for the stats, you know what I love to do. Let's start with the losing team. And we had two quarterbacks that played. We had Jake Dolga. I hope I didn't destroy his name, so let's just focus with we had Jake. Jake was 17 for 30, 122 yards, no touchdowns, and one interception. Backup quarterback, who probably wasn't backup much longer after this. He might have been the starter, just saying. Trey Ford came in, and he was 5 for 6 for 47 yards. Running back, Larry Roundtree, the third. 9 carries, 36 yards, 4 yards a carry. Not bad. I mean, especially when your team only is putting up 7 points. Quarterback Jake, 8 carries, 33 yards, 4.1 yards a carry. Normally, I'd say, hey, that's okay, but in this situation, it's dog shit. Backup quarterback Trey Ford, 2 carries, 24 yards, 12 yards a carry. And running back Johnny Augustine, 2 carries, 7 yards. Not bad overall. Not good by any means, but it could be worse. For the wide receivers, Keandre Smith caught 5 of 11 for 56 yards. My boy Kenny Lawler caught 5 of 9 for 38 yards. Larry Roundtree III caught 6 of 8 for 31 yards. So what do we see here? They were trying. They, quite frankly, had no help because the quarterbacks were not getting them the damn ball. Is that a nice way of putting it? You know, look, I get it. You've got quarterbacks that are stars. You got quarterbacks that are average. And then you got really bad quarterbacks. And unfortunately for them, it looks like they've got the really bad quarterbacks. Okay, let's go to the Rough Riders because, frankly, there's not a whole lot more. You know what? I'll give a couple props. We do got some 101s. Myron Mitchell caught 2 of 3 for 21 yards. Curley Gittins Jr. caught 101 for 10 yards. You know I love the 101s. And running back Johnny Augustine caught 101 for 3 yards. Okay, now to the Rough Riders. Quarterback Trevor Harris had a very good game. He's a damn good quarterback. 18 for 25, extremely efficient. 211 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Okay, the 2 picks isn't good, but you still won 38-7. That's irrelevant. And that's also 8.4 yards per pass. Running back A.J. Collette, 18 carries, 83 yards, 4.6 yards a carry. Backup quarterback Tommy Stevens said, okay, I ain't throwing, but I can run. Mr. Stevens, 8 carries, 54 yards, 2 touchdowns, 6.8 yards a carry. For the wide receivers, Keon Schaefer-Baker had 7 targets and he caught 6. Can't argue with that. 78 yards and a touchdown. Samuel Emelis also caught 6 of 7 for 72 yards and a touchdown. Keyshawn Johnson caught 4 of 7 for 41 yards. And Dell Duncan Busby caught 101 for 13 yards. Okay, so that was to round off Week 6. As for the Rough Riders, they improved to 4-1. And Hamilton fell to 3-3. So you're still not out of it. But what do you got to do? You got to pull your head out of your ass and play football. Okay, Week 7, the first game was the BC Lions and my boy, the Edmonton Elks. You know what? Notice I didn't call them the Eskimos. If you've listened to my podcast for a while, you know, holy shit, they must have won, and they did. Edmonton at halftime was in control, 16-7, and they held off the BC Lions 19-17. As for my Elks, they improved to 5-1. Holy shit. Cody Fajardo's having a good year. He's a damn good quarterback. He's not great. I like the guy. He's not great, but he's good. He's efficient. And they are 5-1. As for the BC Lions, well, unfortunately for them, they are 1-4. That's not going to cut it, quite frankly, in any fucking league. Okay, let's start with the BC Lions and Chase Bryce. Here's why they lost. They only lost by 2, keep in mind. Mr. Bryce was 20 for 34, 226 yards, 1 touchdown. You're probably thinking, all right, not terrible. 4 interceptions, baby. Chase said, fuck that. 4 picks. Pathetic. You lost by 2 points, and your piece of shit quarterback had 4 interceptions? Abysmal. Running back, Xander Horvath, 4 carries, 11 yards, and a touchdown, 2.8 yards a carry. Running back, James Butler, who's a damn good running back, 7 carries, 4 yards, and a measly 0.6 yards a carry. Yes, I saw that too, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Wide receiver, Keon Hatcher caught 4 of 5 for 81 yards and a touchdown. Nick Senke caught all 5 of 5 for 62 yards. Okay, here's one that's going to kick the shit out of me. Bear with me, folks. Hergy Mayola caught 4 of 7 for 26 yards. Justin McInnes is a good receiver, but today he makes the Hall of Shame. He caught 2 of 9 for 25 yards. Justin, what the fuck is that? Xander Horvath, of course, the running back, caught 101 for 19 yards. And that's all we're going to waste our time about with the Lions. For my Elks, I kind of do miss calling them the Eskimos, if I'm being honest with you. My boy Cody Fajardo, 27 for 37, 282 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. Let's fucking go. That a boy, Cody. He also added 2 carries for 11 yards, 5.5 yards a carry. Very good game. Kind of had a rough second half, disappeared a little bit, but did enough to get the win. Running back Justin Rankin, who's one of the best in the league, had an off game. 7 carries, 9 yards, 1.3 yards a carry. Backup running back Javon Leake, 1 carry for 3 yards. Cole Snyder came in. Of course, he's the backup quarterback. 2 carries for 3 yards. And wide receiver TJ Luther, 1 carry, 1 yard. So as a team, they only had 13 carries, and they didn't do a whole lot with them. Cody led with 2 carries and 11 yards. This isn't ideal. Wide receivers, Joshua Cepas caught 5 of 6 for 97 yards. Justin Rankin, he did have a damn good game through the air. Caught all 6 of 6 for 46 yards. And Austin Mack, we know Austin Mack's a fucking stud. He caught 4 of 5 for 39 yards. TJ Luther caught 4 of 6 for 37 yards, and he had the all-important touchdown. Backup running back Javon Leake caught 4 of 4 for 28 yards. Brandon O'Leary caught 2 of 3 for 14 yards. And my boy Keon Julian Grant says, I want the Hall of Shame too, bitches. He caught 1 of 6 for 12 yards. What the fuck's that? 1 of 6, really? Ouch. Thank you. Can I have some more, please? Skylar Griffith caught 1 of 1 for 9 yards. Okay, so that was the first game of Week 7. Pretty entertaining game. Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. Next up was Montreal and Calgary. At halftime, Montreal was kicking the living shit out of them, 22-3. But Calgary said, and don't call it a comeback. Unfortunately, it was just a little too late. Too little, too late. Montreal won 38-32, but Calgary, props for putting up such a big second half and damn near coming back. Okay, for Calgary, let's start with them because unfortunately, despite their best efforts, they lost. Vernon Adams Jr. was 23 for 37, 271 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. That's a damn good game, especially for a veteran like Vernon Adams. Great game, son. Running back, Dedrick Mills, 15 carries, 130 yards, 1 touchdown, 8.7 yards a carry. Oh, hell yes. 8.7 yards a carry for the running back? Let's fucking go. Quarterback, Vernon Adams Jr., 2 carries, 22 yards, and 11 yards a carry. So clearly, they had some serious success on the ground. Let's go to the wide receivers for Calgary. Jalen Philpott is a stud, caught 6 of 8 for 96 yards and had a touchdown. Eric Brooks caught 5 of 10 for 55 yards and he had a touchdown. Clark Barnes caught 5 of 7 for 41 yards. Running back, Dedrick Mills caught 3 of 5 for 38 yards and he added a touchdown through the air. Very cool. DeJon Brissett caught 3 of 4 for 34 yards. And Tevon Jones caught 1 of 2 for 7 yards. Like I said, guys, it really is impressive what a comeback. You know, I get it. Shit happens. It's a professional football league, right? You're not always going to put on your A game 24/7. It's just not going to happen. But what I respect is they fought, they gave it everything they had, and they didn't go down without a fight. When a team's down by 30 and they're getting fucking destroyed, there's nothing worse than that. Unless you lose by 40. It's like, you guys put up a goddamn fight, and they did. Okay, next game, my boy Chad fucking Kelly, baby. And Toronto played Hamilton, and Hamilton obviously needed a very big bounce-back game. At halftime, Hamilton was winning 14-7, and Toronto put up a fight, but again, too little too late. They actually outscored Hamilton 13-0 in the fourth, but still lost by 1. Hamilton won 24-23. My boy, Chad Kelly. Yes, he had a pick, which I wasn't overly happy about. I was pretty fucking pissed, if I'm being honest. But it could have been a worse game. Chad Kelly was 25 for 35, 322 yards, so a lot of yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. And that is a very impressive 9.2 yards per pass. Running back, Samuel Hicks, 7 carries, 47 yards, 6.7 yards a carry. My boy Chad motherfucking Kelly, 2 carries. I wish it was 2 touchdowns. 2 carries, 29 yards, 14.5 yards a carry. Isaiah Smith, 3 carries, 15 yards. Nobody's going to complain with that. That is 5 yards a carry. Okay. And Nick Arbuckle. You know I'm a huge Nick Arbuckle fan as well. Came in and he had 3 carries for 4 yards, which is only 1.3 yards a carry. But 2 of his 3 were touchdowns. There's those TDs, baby. Nick fucking Arbuckle, 2 touchdowns on 3 carries. Very cool. Clearly he's used in short yardage situations, but it's working. Wide receivers for the Argonauts, Tyler Coman caught all 6 of 6 for 104 yards. Caught every target and had over 100 yards. Fantastic game. DeMonte Coxey, 5 of 6 for 75 yards. Kevin Meidel, 5 of 8 for 56 yards. Micaiah Polk caught 3 of 5 for 56 yards. That's interesting. Kevin and Mr. Polk both had 56 yards. Okay. David Unger III caught 3 of 6 for 23 yards, and David had that all-important touchdown. Isaiah Smith, running back, caught all 3 of 3 for 8 yards. To the winning team, to the Hamilton Tiger Cats. How did they do? Well, we know they won, so that's all that really matters. But on paper, as we talked about, their new quarterback for this game was Trey Ford. I guess they got tired of watching that other piece of shit throw 4 picks. Good decision on benching him. Trey Ford was 21 for 27, 218 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. That is 8.1 yards per pass. Damn good game. Efficient, Yes, you had one pick, but you won, so that wasn't the end of the world. Trey Ford also fucking dominated on the ground, and this is what he's known for. He's a damn good running quarterback. Keep in mind, as a quarterback, 10 carries, 109 yards, 10.9 yards a carry. So he threw for 218 yards and ran for 109. Holy shit, that's awesome. Great game, Mr. Ford. I give credit where credit's due. Still don't like the guy because they played him last year instead of my boy, Cody Fajardo, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go to the Larry Roundtree III, running back, 13 carries, 44 yards, 3.4 yards a carry. Quarterback Jake DeLagio, 3 carries, 3 yards, and a touchdown. So clearly, quarterback Jake in this game was the backup, but he did get a rushing touchdown. So very cool. And fullback Ante Milovic Liter, 1 carry, 1 yard, and 1 touchdown. So 2 touchdowns on the ground. For the wide receivers, Curley Gittins Jr. caught 5 of 5 for 57 yards. Can't complain with that. Caught every target. Carrick Wheatfall caught 4 of 4 for 52 yards. Larry Roundtree, the third, caught 7 of 8 for 36 yards. My boy Kenny Lawler caught 2 of 3 for 34 yards. And he got in the end zone. Can we say touchdown, baby? He got that important touchdown. Keandre Smith caught 2 of 4 for 32 yards. And that's frankly about it. Because I'm not going to talk about somebody that caught 1 of 3. Next. Okay, guys. So, here's where we're at. We have one game currently at halftime. And that is Winnipeg and the Red Blacks, Ottawa. At halftime, the score is 19-9. Ottawa is ahead. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like the Blue Bombers can't come back because it's only a 10-point game. But Ottawa is in control. Let's go over some stats. Just because, it's halftime, but why not? For the team that is losing at the moment, again, halftime, Drew Brown, 9 for 15, 99 yards, 6.6 yards per pass. Running back, Brady Elveria, 4 carries, 18 yards, 4.5 yards a carry. Drew Brown, 1 carry for 5 yards. Wide receivers, Ontario Wilson, 3 of 7 for 39 yards. Nick Dembski, 2 of 2 for 37 yards. Tim White, 2 of 2 for 12 yards. And Tommy Need caught 1 of 2 so far for 7 yards. And for shits and giggles, let's add in running back Brady Overia, 1 of 1 so far for 4 yards. Okay, to the Red Blacks. Jake Mayer, 19 for 22, 246 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. That is a phenomenal 11.2 yards per pass. Look, it's safe to say that a lot of people have been very unhappy with Jake Mayer so far. But when you're rocking 19 for 22 with almost 250 yards, nobody's complaining about this game so far, at least if you're a Red Blacks fan. Okay, running back Greg Bell, 6 carries, 14 yards, 2.3 yards a carry. Bryson Barnes, backup quarterback, 8 carries, 12 yards, but he does have a rushing touchdown, which helps make up for the abysmal 1.5 yards per carry. Wide receivers, Aiden Eberhardt has caught 4 of 5 for 85 yards. Kaleo Pimpleton caught 3 of 3 so far for 83 yards. Justin Hardy, all 5 of 5 for 39 yards. Keelan White, 3 of 3 for 20 yards. And Daniel, I'm going to stick with Daniel because I will completely destroy his last name. Daniel has caught 2 of 2 for 7 yards. Running back, Greg Bell, 1 of 1 for 3 yards as of half. There it is, guys. As of week 7, that is where we are currently. It'll be interesting to see who wins the Red Blacks game and if they're able to hold them off. Thank you so much for listening to me, guys, on a weekly basis. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm so grateful for you. I hope my rants don't turn off too many fans because I know I'm a little much at times. But look, I'm very passionate about sports, especially football, and it is what it is. On a side note, if you're an indoor football fan, my boy Nate Davis and the San Diego Strike Force have just clinched first place throughout the playoffs. So I'm freaking pumped about that. Congratulations to Nate Davis and the fans. Keep rocking that number 1 and bring us home a ring. All right, guys, there it is. Have a great week, and I'll be back soon. See you guys.